Hi everyone, welcome to today's virtual hike. Sorry, trying to get this adjusted. My oldest is joining me, at least for the moment, while the other one's running around. I hope everyone's enjoying the warm weather in New York. I know it's warmer in a lot of other places as well, and the rain's holding off. Though it's spring, which means possible thunderstorms, and we have a potential very, very low, but they said potentially thunderstorms tonight, so yay! What also comes along with spring is wood frogs.
Yeah.
Nope, other way. This is really kind of a really cool instrument, because if you haven't gone near a vernal pool, the wood frogs are out, they're laying their eggs, and this is actually what they sound like. So, but we will also use him to mimic our thunder.
Yep.
Whoop! Good roll there, Nathan. And this is Daniel, aka Sonic. But, alright, today we are reading the book Thunder Cake. This one's going to be a little bit longer.
Mommy.
By Patricia Polacco. I
Mommy?
probably actually just said that wrong, and I apologize.
Mommy?
Yes.
Can I tell them something?
Yes, really quickly.
And we also got someone else who's helping us too. And also my one, Nathan of mine, the wolf frog, and this guy's name is Monster Truck, which is his name. And
We gotta keep reading because we don't have much time.
Is Wood Frog, which is his name.
All right, let's keep reading.
My name is Sonic.
All right,
Sonic I am.
We gotta read because we don't have that much time. All right. So this is a little bit longer, but this is a really good one for kids who are actually scared of thunder, and it's good to start getting them used to it now before the big storms come. Who knows if we're going to, how this spring is actually going to be weather-wise. So, all right, here we go. On sultry summer days at my grandma's farm in Michigan, the air gets damp and heavy. Storm clouds drift low over the fields. Birds fly close to the ground. The clouds glow for an instant with a sharp crackling light, then a roaring, low, tumbling sound of thunder that makes the windows shudder in their panes. The sound used to scare me when I was little. I loved going to Grandma's house. Babushka, as I used to call my grandma, had come from Russia years before. But I feared Michigan summer storms, and we just moved. We had lived in Michigan, and those storms are some serious storms. I feared the sound of thunder more than anything. Hey, we don't need thunder right now, but thank you. I always hid under the bed when the storm moved near the farmhouse. This is the story of how my grandma, my babushka, helped me overcome my fear of thunderstorms.
Can you have one more second?
Grandma looked at the horizon, drew a deep breath, and said, "This is Thunder Cake baking weather, all right. Looks like a storm coming to me." "Child, you come out from under that bed. It's only thunder you're hearing," my grandma said. The air was hot, heavy, and damp. A loud cloud of thunder. Woo! That did not shook the house and the phone. Whoops. My setup's a little precarious. All right. Hey, can you knock thunder, please? Thank you.
Welcome.
There we
We
go.
have a little more jobs to do.
All right, go do your jobs.
Yes.
A loud clap of thunder shook the house, rattled the windows, and made me grab her close. Steady, child, she cooed. Unless you let go of me, we won't be able to make thunder cake today. The thunder cake? I stammered as I hugged her even closer. Don't pay attention to that old thunder, except to see how close the storm is getting. When you see lightning, and remember, if you see lightning, you should be inside. Same if you hear thunder, you should also be inside. When you see lightning, start counting real slow. When you hear the thunder, stop counting. That numbers how many miles away the storm is. Understand? She asked. We need to know how far away the storm is so we have time to make the cake and get it into the oven before the storm comes, or it won't be real thunder cake. Her eyes surveyed the black clouds away off in the distance. Then she strode into the kitchen. Her worn hands pulled a thick book from the shelf above the wood stove. Let's find that recipe, child, she crowed as she lovingly fingered the grease-stained pages to the crease spot. Here it is, thunder cake. She carefully pinned the ingredients on a piece of notepaper. Now let's gather all the things we'll need, she exclaimed as she scurried toward the back door. Milk was next. Oh, Daniel, please be careful up here. And your boots don't belong up here. They belong on your feet. Milk was next. Milk from old Kit Cow. As Grandma milked her, Kit Cow turned and looked mean right at me. I was scared. She looked so big. Zip! Went the lightning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I counted. Broom! Oh, excuse me. Went the thunder. 8 miles, child, Grandma croaked. Now we have to go get chocolate and sugar and flour from the dry shed. I was scared as we walked down the path from the farmhouse. Through Tangleweed Woods to the dry shed, suddenly the lightning slit the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I counted. Boom! Crashed the thunder. It scared me a lot, but I kept walking with Grandma. Another jagged edge of lightning flashed as I crept into the dry shed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I counted. Crack, crackle, crackle, boom, kaboom! The thunder bellowed. It was dark and I was scared. I'm here, child, Grandma said softly from the doorway. Hurry now, we haven't got much time. We've got everything but the secret ingredient. 3 overripe tomatoes and some strawberries, Grandma whispered as she squinted at the list. I climbed up high on the trellis. The ground looked a long way down. I was scared. I'm here, child, she said. Her voice was steady and soft. You won't fall. I reached 3 luscious tomatoes while she picked strawberries. Lightning again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I counted. Kabang! Boom! The thunder growled.
Yeah. For reasons, since it was a thunder.
We hurried back to the house in the warm kitchen. We measured the ingredients. I poured them into the mixing bowl while Grandma mixed. I churned butter for the frosting and melted chocolate. Finally, we poured the batter into the cake pans and put them into the oven together. Lightning lit the kitchen. I only counted to 3 and the thunder rumbled and crashed. 3 miles away, Grandma said, and the cake is in the oven. We made it. We'll have a real thunder cake. Nope, no touch, no touch.
No touch. You can't touch it.
Nope.
Or we won't have a real story for a reason because I'm a can.
All right, let's keep on going.
Dad,
Yeah, you got my rock. And this is what you get on Hike It Baby hikes too. Nothing goes as planned. As we waited for the cake, Grandma looked out the window for a long time. Why aren't you afraid of thunder? You're too brave. Why aren't you? Woo, and I can't read now. Why you aren't afraid of thunder? You're too brave, she said. She looked right at me. I'm not brave, Grandma, I said. I was under the bed, remember? But you got out from, nope, Nathan.
because I have to use this.
But you got out from under it, she answered. And you got eggs from mean old Nellie Peckhen. You got milk from old Kick Cow. You went through Tangleweed Woods to the dry shed. You climbed the trellis in the barnyard. From where I sit, only a very brave person could have done all them things.
Yeah. Lots of stuff will happen when everything will go. Yeah.
I thought and thought as the storm rumbled closer.
Mom?
She was right. I was brave.
Mom?
Brave, hold on, honey. Brave people can't be afraid of a sound, child, she said, as we spread out the tablecloth and set the table. When we were done, we hurried into the kitchen to take the cake out of the oven. After the cake had cooled, we frosted it. Just then, the lightning flashed, and this time lit the whole sky. Even before the last flash had faded, the thunder rolled, boomed, crashed. Just above us, the storm was here. Perfect, Grandma cooed. Just perfect. She beamed as she added the last strawberry to the glistening chocolate frosting on top of our thunder cake. I don't need it right now, but thank you.
I can't put it back.
No, don't touch. As rain poured down on our roof. No, don't touch. Don't touch, please. Daniel, you need listening ears. No, I need that back. No, I don't need the rock. The rock doesn't work as well. Thank you.
Why?
Because.
Nathan got it wet?
Yes, Nathan got it wet. And the frog actually works better.
Why?
Because it does.
All
right,
as the thunder.
As rain poured, thank you. That would be great if you could make the thunder. Make the thunder for me, please. As rain poured down on our roof, Grandma cut a wedge for each of us. She poured us steaming cups of tea from the samovar. When the thunder roared above us so hard it shook the windows and rattled the dishes in the cupboards, we just smiled and ate our thunder cake. From that time on, I never feared the voice of thunder again. Here's Grandma's thunder cake recipe. I'll also screenshot it for you in case you need it for your little ones for the next thunderstorm. So my grandma's thunder cake. Cream together 1 at a time, 1 cup shortening, 1 3/4 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 3 eggs separated, Blend yolks in, beat whites until they are stiff, and then fold in. 1 cup cold water, 1/3 cup pureed tomatoes. Shift together. 2½ cups cake flour, 1/2 cup dry cocoa, 1½ teaspoons baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt. Mix dry mixture into creamy mixture. Bake in 2 greased and floured 8½-inch round pans at 350 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. Frost with chocolate butter frosting, top with strawberries. And that is the end of Thunder Cake. Yes, honey.
I'm going to tell a weird story about how I got to get
Well,
my own.
this was really long, and this was about thunderstorms and
It's
rain
just
clouds.
going to be a short one.
Can we say, hopefully this helps everyone?
Yeah,
Um,
Sonic will be here one day, someday. And that's the end of our Sonic story.
Yoo-hoo!
It was just a short one.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for joining this virtual story time. Hopefully you guys have made it out, found more puddles or what's left of puddles, enjoyed what little sun has finally just started peeping out. Look for those clouds. I don't think we'll actually get thunderstorms tonight, but you never know. Go, if you get to go on a hike, go find some of those little ponds and listen out for those little wood frogs.
No, I can do it.
Nope, go wood frogs. We're making wood frogs.
Oh, I can do it.
And there you go. And share all your either mud cakes, since it's perfect mud weather. And share all your stories with us below so that we can keep making these virtual hikes more of a community instead of just you listening to us. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks. Bye.